This program is recorded and presented by Chippewa Valley Community Television. The audio for this program can be heard on WRFP LP 101.9 FM.
Chippewa Valley Community Television presents Your Local Race. Meet the Candidates 2016.
Hi, I'm Bob Brown, News Director at Chippewa Valley Community Television, and welcome to another in our series of interviews with candidates for seats on the Eau Claire County Board. Today we're speaking with Dave Elvig. He's a candidate for the seat in District 11, which encompasses the north and west sides of the city of Altoona. Dave, thanks for being here today.
Thanks, good to meet you.
Why don't we begin by having you tell the voters a bit about yourself, your background, and why did you want to serve on the county board?
Sure. Well, I've got some notes. My name's Dave Elvig. I've lived in Eau Claire County for about 30 years since moving here from the Twin Cities. And I've been on the north side of Altoona for about 22 years since getting married to my wife, Robin, and we have 3 daughters. I'm a physician by training, but I've been a business person pretty much all of my career. And I started and ran Logicare Corporation until we sold it about 2 years ago. I served on the Altoona Council about a decade ago. Can't quite remember. It was valuable, and I feel like I contributed. It was about 4 years on the council. After serving on the council, I didn't quite feel like I was done. I did start a nonprofit organization called Altoona Outdoors with another current council member at the time, and we've been focusing on healthy lifestyles in and around Altoona, and our main task is building trails, funding them, planning them, and getting them built. Multi-use trails for bikes and walkers. I'm running for the county board because I think we all need to give back in some way, and it's a good time for me to do that. The county has a big budget, and there's lots of opportunities, and it does important things for the people in the county, and I want to help with that. And I think I can do that, make that money spent well and efficiently.
Okay. Now, you've shared some of your experiences and background. What kind of personal qualities do you think you bring that would make you an effective county board member?
Well, I think I'm choosing to serve, and I have other things that I could do. And so I'm not here because I have nothing else to do. Mm-hmm. And I think that's important, that people that serve on boards are busy people, that they're valuable for lots of reasons, and I hope I can be valuable as well. That means that I'll come prepared to work, and I'm very interested in being ready for the meetings so that it's not wasting my time or the boards or the committees. I'm open and honest. I prefer logical civil discussion and have decisions based on good background and solid thinking, and I'm not a fan of drama. So I just want to get the work done.
Okay, all right. Now, the county board, each county board member serves on at least one, sometimes as many as 3 of the many standing committees where a lot of the work gets done. Out of those committees, have you looked at them, and there are some that appeal to you in particular that you'd like to serve on?
There are, and I've over the last year or so, I've learned some about what all those committees are, but there are 3 that seem to match my interests and skills. One would be highways, partly because I have, working on the trails and having been in the city government, I've got a good understanding of transportation, funding, and planning, and that would be good. I also see that the county's focus is on highways, and I would like to see that be more of a focus on transportation and more than just car traffic, but also considering other ways of getting around, other ways of making connection between communities. I'd like to see more joint efforts between the county, the cities, and the towns in transportation planning. I think there's a lot of money to be saved there, and certainly more effective transportation if we work together. I know some of that's going on. I'd like to see more of that. Health and Human Services is a big budget item for the county, and I think I could add some value there with my medical training. Finance, with long business experience, I've learned how to read a balance sheet and manage to it, and that's just highly important. And often you'll hear people say that government is not like business, but there's a lot of ways that it is, and they still have money coming in and going out, and we've got to take good care of it.
Okay, all right. As you look forward to the next few years, if you are a member to represent District 11, are there issues that you see coming before the board that will be particularly of interest or important to the residents of your district?
There are. Altoona is divided in 2 districts. District 11 is the north and west part of Altoona. We border Eau Claire to the west. We've got the town of Seymour and town of Washington, and of course we're overlapping with the school district in Altoona. With a lot of the school district is included in this district. There's big opportunities to work together in those ways, to coordinate there. There's some things that are particular to northwestern Altoona. The lake is a big one, so being in touch with the Lake District Board and with the municipalities that are around the lake, and the county has a big stake in the lake as well. So that's important for my district. As I mentioned before, the city and town borders are important. There are things that get orphaned in between the multiple jurisdictions. Also, two big economic things. The northwest and the south part of Altoona are growing by leaps and bounds right now, and this needs careful supervision. There's a lot of good stuff going on, and there's risk there as well, and I want to be able to keep an eye on that and help make sure it goes in the right direction. And I guess lastly, there's a huge TIF district in this part of Altoona, and it was necessary to get things started. It continues and will continue for more than a decade. This is sending tax dollars in a particular way to help build city infrastructure and not go to the county needs in that district and not go to the school. And these are impacts that need to be carefully considered. So the county has a seat at that table and needs to agree to changes in the TIF, and I'd like to be on duty when any of those changes happen.
Okay. Now the county board, the county government, like all units of local government, for the past 10, probably going on close to 15 years, the amount of financial support that comes from federal and state sources has been on a steady decline. With that reality in mind, do you have ideas on how the board should balance the needs, the desires of county residents with the fiscal challenges?
Well, that's the big deal, and I don't come to the county board with the silver bullet, but I come with the notion that you've got to be there and be around when the 1,000 little decisions are made that affect the value of the county and the cost of the county to the citizens. So I've got ideas. I'm going to be one of 30 plus board members, but it's important to be there. And there will be important decisions made, as there have been in the last decade. There'll be important decisions made in my term, that it'll be important to be there. And I'm not coming with a axe to grind or a banner to carry, but just good supervision.
Okay. You mentioned important decisions that have been made in the past. Can you point to any in the recent past that the county board has made that you either were very strong, particularly supportive of, or a decision that the board made that you were strongly opposed to?
Maybe one of each. I mean, I think in the last at least 5 years, I've seen the county make good organization of their financial house, which is funny to say in view of the recent treasury problems. But when I've looked to the county website and talked to county officials about the finances of the county, they seem in order, and they seem to be making good decisions based on good financial information. And you don't see that in all municipalities, and I was happy to see it in the county. I think there's been, also I'm cautiously supportive of the Confluence project. Those are always, things like that are always difficult. I do look forward to good things for the area and for people for that investment. So I think the county's done a good thing stepping up and taking a seat at that table, because you got to be at the table to have a say in it. There have been a couple things in the past, the county decisions in the past, that have been annoying to me, and they've been in the transportation area.
Getting the signal that we're almost on to wrap, so
all right.
If you can
Sure.
wrap that up quickly, yeah.
I think we've missed some opportunities with multi-use trails. We've got a new elementary school started, and the current person on the county board in District 11 is also on the city council, yet we're getting a school opening with a 1-mile track of no sidewalk right between downtown and the school. I think it's just been kind of a sleep at the switch with respect to transportation.
Okay. Quickly, any last words that the voters should know about you when they go into the voting booth?
I thank you for thank you for considering me. I'm ready to serve, and I hope you all vote on April 5th, right?
Right.
April 5th, and I hope you vote for me. Thank you.
Dave Elvig, candidate for District 11 seat on the Eau Claire County Board. Thank you very much. And thank you for watching. We hope you will tune in to all the candidate interviews on Channel 994. You also can see them on our website on demand at cvtcv.org. And on April 5th, tune in after 9 p.m. for the most complete and up-to-date election returns. Thank you very much.
This program was recorded and presented by Chippewa Valley Community Television. Chippewa Valley Community Television is made possible by continuing community support. If you would like to volunteer or make a donation, you can contact us by calling 715-839-5067 or on the web at www.cvctv.org.